What's going on, guys? It's DeeO here with Return of DeeO Gaming and real life riding here on YouTube, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about sizing up a new jump and going ahead and hitting it. So this is at Aztec Raceway, and they put in this new triple going up the hill, and I hit it. So that's the double, and right there is the triple landing. So really the first thing you want to do, I've hit that double before, I've hit it in the past, it's a very easy double as you could tell. Really just hit the first jump. I'm sure you already know that part of course, but if it's a triple, make sure you do the double. Get the basics of the jump and how it's going to launch you. Something else you need to be very mindful of, even when you're at the track and there's other people at the track, have someone standing by this new jump just in case the worst happens and you crash. You want something to be able to stop traffic, keep other riders from landing on you. And this on the, let's see, where is he? On the right side, right there, you can see my dad. It looks like I looked at him, I was just ducking some roost. But always have someone there. Even, like I said, if you are at the track and there's other people riding, pull a buddy aside and say, hey man, I'm trying to build up to this jump. Just be here just in case if you crash and you need medical assistance, or just even if you slip out or something silly, you don't want another bike running you over. So make sure you have someone there who knows what your game plan is and they're watching you. Now there's a step I don't do in this video because it's actually impossible to do at this location, but a lot of people, like especially if it's a triple or of course a double, anything really, hit the jump and hit it off to the side so you can see where you're landing in comparison to the landing. I actually don't like that technique. I feel like you should stay on the track and you just got to go for it. And yeah, I've done it in the past, but I actually really honestly don't like that approach of jumping off to the side of the track. So what you want to do, you're already hitting the double fine. Start to stretch it out a little bit so you can see right here. Over jumping the double, not quite going for the triple though, just seeing how the launch is going to throw me when I'm hitting it at a little bit faster speed. Now of course, you're trying to hit this jump, you're a very smart rider. Always make sure you have a lot of room. You can see, like, as you pull onto the track, don't be a dummy and pull on without looking. You can see me check a few times over there. I make sure I have room in front of me so there's no riders directly in front of me and no riders that are going to be creeping up my backside. I want to have a nice cushion, if possible, in front and behind before I, try and huck this jump. So here, I still don't go for it. I still am testing out how it's going to launch me, so I hit it a little faster than last time. And really, to me, that's when I hit that, I go, that's my worst case. Meaning my worst case scenario, as well as I can't case it any worse than that. I can land on top of it, but luckily this is a pretty forgiving jump. I know it's not always like that, but that's kind of the worst point I want to land. So no matter what I do after that, that should be my worst landing. And now I know I have enough speed. It's not that much further to clear the whole thing. And on this go around is when I know, okay, I was really close to it. I just have to give it a little bit more and I got this. So again, check for traffic. You can see someone's coming. So again, always be smart, never pull right in front of someone. But you don't want someone fast right behind you kind of pressuring you, just because in case you do maybe case it or over jump it or something and you swerve across the track, you really don't need to get tangled up with another rider when you're already trying to do something as big as this. And I'm not saying this jump is huge, but when you're trying to build up to a jump, it could be a 20-foot double and you still don't want someone coming right up your backside. So again, make sure I have a nice big cushion, have someone watching. I've already tested the jump, kind of stretched it out, and here I go, just grab another gear, hold it on, and there you go. That was my first time hitting that jump. And it's all about confidence. You can't chop at the face, you can't wimp out. You have to believe in yourself, believe in your bike, and you really just got to bro for it. Of course, don't do that right out of the gates. This whole video has been telling you, build up to it, small little amounts. Hit it a little bit harder. I mean, hit the double, then hit it a little bit harder, and then a little bit harder, and just build your way up to it so that you do have that confidence that it's going to throw you well and that you're going to make it with no problem at all. After hitting it the first time, I think it's always a good idea, don't stop and do anything else. Of course, check for traffic again, but head right back around and hit it again. Remind yourself the gear you were in, how you hit it, kind of engrave it in your memory. Don't hit it and go back to the truck and tell everyone about it. Hit it again. While it's still fresh in your memory, you hit it perfectly awesome the first time. Now go out there and do it again. So that's what I did. I turned off the GoPro, of course, but I turned it back on, came around, and there you go. Just like that, got it down pat. Let's be real here though, that's not always the case. This is my third time hitting it, and I'm not sure what I did differently, but I kind of had a lapse and I end up casing it. And when you're doing it for the first time, this is what you want to be prepared for. I didn't mention it earlier, but you can watch earlier in the video. I jump it pretty nose high, and that's in case I am going to case it. I want to land with my front end higher. If my front end's lower, that's when you're going to have issues. So you can see, come up here, keep it nice and high. Oh, right on top of it. Could have been worse, but absorbed it well. Had that front tire to get my front tire over the landing, because if I would have cased or faced, if you will, into it, would have been a much worse situation. So always prepare for the worst case scenario, but at the same time have confidence. You know you can do it, but you never know what if. And that's my hand signal to my dad that I cased right off the top of my handlebar. But again, it's a lot about confidence, trusting yourself, trusting the bike. Don't wimp out and chop or anything, and just build your way up to the jump. And then again, even with the case, I get back on it, I go, okay, you know, I didn't hit it quite fast enough. I don't want that to be the last memory I had of hitting the jump. So I'm gonna go back around and hit it and actually clear it and go, okay, that's how it needs to be done from now on, so I'm not gonna have that issue again. And that was the only time I cased it all day. So here you go, a little bit more speed, or quite a bit more speed, and just like that. And you can see me drop that front tire. It's because I do know I'm going to clear it, so at that point, I don't need my front tire high. I'm gonna fly a little bit more neutral, how I like to fly. And how you like to fly. If you'd rather be nose high the whole time, totally fine. But I hope that helped you guys out. I'll show you some third-person video including that case, but at least to me, that's how I build up and hit a jump. Like I said, there's other techniques, jumping to the side and stuff like that, but I mostly prefer to just hit it straight on and just build up to it. So I hope this helped you guys, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, take it easy. If it's easy, take it twice, and I'll talk to you later. And this also just occurred to me, if there is someone who is hitting the jump, feel free to follow them when you do decide to hit it and speed check them. Again, you can even ask them like, hey bro, I want to hit this jump, I'm just gonna follow you, so let me latch onto you, and then just match their speed. That's a really great technique. But actually, this video, I was the only one hitting it so far that morning, so I didn't have anyone to speed check. I had to learn it on my own. So speed checking is a great tool, and I would highly recommend using that if you have someone there who's hitting the jump. So if you're at the track with me this day, you could speed check off of me, follow me over the jump. You know that I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna hit it at the correct speed and just match that speed, and then you can hit it the same. But that's just another technique you can use, and I kind of forgot to mention it because I didn't use it this day. And I do believe this is going to be the case for you. Again, it wasn't really that bad. That's a pretty small landing, but still, you want to be prepared to absorb that shock with your legs, your arms. Make sure you're not going to fall off the bike if you do case it. Always be prepared for the worst case scenario. But after that, have fun flying and enjoy all the airtime you get on the new jump. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped you out. Until next time, take it easy. And if it's easy, take it twice. I'll talk to you later.